They say sell an experience, not a product. Honestly, this is such a foolproof way of getting money. This idea is probably like the least effort one on the whole list. Honey, you won't be falling. Do you sometimes think it would be nice to actually have some money to live my life? Well, friends, you have come to the right video. Hi, my name is Tammy and I'm really good at side hustles, and today I'm gonna tell you guys some secrets as well on what jobs and careers and side hustles that you can do to make a quick buck, even like $1,000 a week, because you deserve it, you're a queen, and we all need money, so let's begin. Get yourself some coffee and a notepad because you don't want to miss half the shit that I'm about to mention. Hello! Welcome to the kitchen, my favorite place in my apartment. I love it, I love it. Let's begin. Holiday gift giving baskets slash DIY boxes slash grazing boxes. They are a big thing right now, especially during the pandemic, which is where we're kind of still at right now. But curated gifting services are honestly on a roll. People are loving them because they don't want to go outside. People are more lazier than ever, and you can solve that problem for a lot of people. One of my favorite examples is what my boyfriend actually got me for an anniversary present, and it is preserved flowers. So these are white roses and they're preserved, so they're like everlasting roses that can last for more than a year or even longer than that. And they have been raging on the gift giving market, especially grazing boxes like for Valentine's Day, something like this, something like that. And it's because people honestly don't want to put the effort all the time and want to seem like they care. This sounds so savage, but they do want to seem like they care about someone, but they want to find the easiest way of doing it. And this is a service that you can do to fulfill that little gap in the market. All right, fun factor. I give this one an 8 out of 10 because it can be really fun, especially if you really enjoy what you're making and building as a gift. If it's a food box, you're probably eating some of the food while you're doing it, so like, that's super fun. I enjoy the foods. Cash factor. A lot of the time, these are priced between $30 to $100 if it's a gift-giving basket, if it's a grazing food platter, etc, etc. If you're going for like preserved flowers like this, it's gonna be a lot more expensive. Maybe you wanna like do actual flowers like this. Look at this, it's so stunning. I'm such a lucky girl. But this will be a lot cheaper than going for preserved flowers like this. Is it profitable? Yes, I would say it's profitable, but it depends how you price it and how much each of the stuff is going to cost and whether you can get a wholesale price if you're making a lot. Honey, you won't be falling. And the most important, effort factor. And this is a lot of effort. I would say it's probably an 8 out of 10 effort because it is a lot of your time. It's not the smartest one to go for if you're a university student. So I would try to figure out if I'm really passionate about any of the ideas that you come up with. Next up, rent out your space. Woo! Rent out your space, guys. Perhaps you have a really interesting space. This idea is probably like the least effort one on the whole list, but renting out your space is literally genius. You might have a space that you think people would be really interested in shooting for photo shoots, or maybe you have an extra room in your apartment or house that people would appreciate to use as an office or a stock room for maybe their small business. Excuse the boxes, but I use this room for storage of my business stuff. And if you live in the city, people are looking for car spaces, and say that you have a car space that you don't actually use because you don't have a car. People will pay a weekly fee to rent out that space for their car, so they don't have to pay parking fees. All you have to do is upload a photo to creativespaces.net or websites similar to that, and you're done because people will start hiring it. Cash factor. It's your choice how much you want to price this, but realistically people look around $50 to $200 an hour depending on the location and the space, and that's if you're renting for photography. If you're setting up an office, you can figure out how you want to do that. Honestly, this is such a foolproof way of getting money that you literally are not doing anything extra for. The next one is kind of in the same lines. It's renting out your space, but it's renting out your equipment. Hi, meet my baby, my Canon 80D. Now, do I use this all the time? No. But does someone that can't afford this camera might want to use this camera? Maybe. This one is also another really low effort one. So grab your equipment that you think that people would actually pay money to rent out. Whether that's a camera, whether that's like engagement or wedding structures that you made for your own wedding, like a donut board or like serving platters or cheese boards or like cutlery that you bought specifically for your wedding. People will pay money to rent that out, whether it's on Facebook Marketplace, whether it's Gumtree or Craigslist. This is such a smart idea, and if you don't kind of abuse this idea, you are missing out on money that is literally just sitting there waiting for you. Fun factor! I don't really know if this one's any fun, but it is fun seeing money come through like I said before. I'd say 5 out of 10. Decently fun. Cash factor. Honestly, anywhere between $20 to $100 you could probably say per hour. When people are borrowing equipment, you might need to establish a contract just so you can insure your items and make sure that if anything does happen, it's fine. It's fine. Effort factor, I would say it's kind of a little bit more than renting a space. Or is it? Probably 6 out of 10. That's a decent amount, right? See, if I had like $1 billion of this glassware, it would be really awesome for me to put them online and just like rent them out, because maybe people would rather rent them from you than somewhere else. The next one is what I do, which is sell products online. And don't think about it the way that I do, in which I actually make a unique product. You can do that if you want to, but you can also just sell products that are lying around your house. Just sell things off, a garage sale. You can sell them on Etsy. You can sell them on Shopify. You can make a Gumtree ad or a Craigslist ad. Facebook Marketplace is a really great place for this, okay? Recently, I bought these really cool candles from a company. They are pillar candles. I actually got a couple different ones. They're really cool. I don't know if you can see. They're like pleated. But people honestly think those kind of ideas are really interesting, and people will pay for them if they are something that they want. Fun factor, I love making my own products, so 8 out of 10, freaking so much fun. Effort factor, boy, that's really high. Probably a 9 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. It's a lot of effort listing your own products, taking the own photos, getting a product out there. I'm gonna be so honest about that. Cash factor, you can price your products to whatever you want, but typically between $20 to $60 is a good margin, because it's not too much and not too little where it doesn't work out with shipping costs. But some quick ideas for products to sell are candles. Candles are a big thing. They're kind of saturated right now, but if you can create something different, it'll work. These really unique agate coasters, love them, and they're a huge trend right now. I feel like nail extensions are on the rage, and people love doing them at home, and also creating nail kits people can do themselves. The next one is services or event planner. They say sell an experience, not a product. Ooh. Maybe you're really good at party planning and you want to be an experience planner, a wedding planner. Or maybe you just really think you're so good at aesthetics and an eye for pop-up picnics is your thing. Pop-up picnics have honestly been on the rage right now, and they're a great engagement idea. They're just a great thing to do with your friends. And if you have all the items or are willing to purchase all of the items for a pop-up picnic, it's a great option. Fun factor is literally like 9 out of 10. I feel like if you really enjoy what you're doing, such as setting up pop-up picnics, it can work out really well. Cash factor is including hiring you to set up as well as the items, and that can vary between $50 to $200 as well. It's really profitable though if you have people coming in, because you don't have to rebuy the things every single time. Effort factor, 10 out of 10. You literally have to go out there every time someone wants your service to set up a picnic or pop-up picnic. If you can figure out that loophole, I feel like you are set. All right, so this one's probably the most common one that you hear people talk about when they talk about side hustles and like getting extra cash. And that's selling your clothes, whether it's on Depop, Facebook Marketplace, eBay. Do they sell clothes there? I buy a lot of clothes. Shamefully, it's a lot. But I try to donate as many clothes as I can that don't fit me anymore, that don't work with me anymore. But if you feel like there's some really good quality pieces that you have not worn, that you've left the tag on, girl, do yourself a favor and sell it. This is my closet. I call this dress my classy Kimmy K dress because it hugs all my curves but hides all my curves at the same time. So all you need is a dress that you don't want, or clothes that you don't want, a phone to take pictures of, and then you just upload it online and mail it out. Fun factor, I would say it's like a 4 out of 10. I don't know if it's that fun. It's kind of tedious and a lot of work. Cash factor, probably like on the lower end, from like $5 to $20. They are secondhand clothing, so effort factor is a lot. So much effort goes into this because it's kind of tedious work. It's not as bad as like creating your own product, okay? But there's a lot of work for a lesser return. I do love this dress though. It's the cutest. Hi guys, so we do have a special guest today. It is my dog, Frankfurt. Hello, Frankfurt. You know why I have you on this segment? It's because it's about pet sitting and me leaving you. If you haven't heard already. Guys, pet sitting is where the money's at. You know how much people charge? Do you know? People have pets, people have lives, okay? That sometimes pets can get in the way of, which sucks. And I don't want Frankie to hear this. Frankie, I always love you and you never get in the way of my life. She's looking at me like questioning. Come. Alright, so there's so many websites like Pawshake and Mad Paws where you can advertise as a pet sitter and look after people's pets and feel all the joy of having a pet if your mom and dad didn't let you have a pet. Fun factor, literally a 9 out of 10. It's so fun to hang out with pets, especially if they're good doggos, like my little Frankfurt. Cash factor, people will pay money to have a good dog or cat sitter, so you can charge depending on your experience. I've seen people spend $60 to $70 a day just for doggy daycare or dog sitting, and all you need is you just have to be a good person with dogs. Effort, it is some effort. I would say it's a 7 out of 10 in effort because you have to look after someone else's dog, take them for walks, but also it's a dog and you can still like kind of run your life at home or wherever with someone else's dog. Like you don't have to talk to the dog while you're working. This one's a super quick one, but a super great one for people that are really creative and like creating packs of artwork, of icons, of symbols, of wallpaper. Just upload them online onto Etsy, onto Creative Market, and people will pay you to use those products. And that is such a great passive income where you just upload something and you just get money rolling in. Say it's like filters on your photographs, you can sell your own filters and people will buy them. These are like printables, Instagram filters, templates, documents, invitations. Cash factor, probably around $20. Fun factor, 7 out of 10. Effort factor, 10 out of 10 effort. You're creating something, but also, no, I'm gonna change that. 9 out of 10 effort, 1 mark off because you don't have to package and send something off. It just automatically digitally delivers. The last one is an underrated one that people talk about a lot, but like seriously guys, get onto this, and that is tutoring. My family used to tutor people when they were younger. I actually never jumped on this train, even though I so should have. But my sister used to tutor people and you can charge anywhere between $30 to $60 an hour. And I know it's just 1 hour which you tutor someone, but that's a lot of money to earn in 1 hour. If you're studying, tutor the subject below you that you just completed. People want to do well and they'll spend that money. People also love when people post their notes on websites like Student VIP, and you can literally sell your notes for a subject and earn anywhere between $30 to $70 to $80, and you really don't have to put any effort into that one as well. So ding ding ding, do it. That is my side hustles video. I hope you guys enjoyed the 9 or so side hustles that I mentioned here today. If you guys have any recommendations, leave them down below because I'm sure other people will really appreciate these. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys want to follow my adulting journey as well as me running my businesses and etc and how to run a business, please subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below so we can be best friends. Bye, thanks for watching, bye. Mwah.